Oklahoma Sooners taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement tonight.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Faulkner. Fires and picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Open space at the 25. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I love the idea on offense here. Let's go to the quick passing game, right? Let's get it in and out of the hands of our quarterback quickly. Got to make sure you're throwing completions, though.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ali. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. After that pick 6 on the opening drive, good show of focus here to get back in scoring position. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. Goes to the option. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Really nice job on the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the ground. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The corners are walked up tight. The quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires it incomplete.
Good job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Pressure coming. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain?
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Gonna take a shot. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Smashes through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set. First down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just trucks through it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know,
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bust through behind his pad. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run out.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. At the 35, he's loose. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got to strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They'll line up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Faulkner. Buys a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off play action on first down. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Faulkner. He fires one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. On the move, it's Henderson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Shotgun snap on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in third and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the first down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. It runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll try it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going.
Touchdown Sooners! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
On first down from their own 22. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Little touch pass to the receiver. No, he just flat ran over it. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw. It's Faulkner. Makes a connection. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I just love the defense right now and the effort they're showing. 2 straight plays and 2 straight sacks. That's just dudes up front winning their one-on-ones.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now they'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. Delivers the contact. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought quarterback
Scoot, what's happening, my boy?
leadership throughout the course of the game.
It ain't gonna be too long for my ass in the bed.
Ultimately, they were the better team.
That's going to do it for us.
I think I got. Oh, that's early. Still kind of early.
Yes, team, I
I
will
got about 2
say
more games
that has
in me.
been another presentation of EA
About
Sports
2
College
more.
Football.
Some toys can, like squeakers. And some toys can't, like Stuffy, Whammy, and you.
But what if someone needs to be rescued from a real sea monster?
Well, you just have to do it without going into the water. You'll find another way to do it. Yeah, Robot Ray always saves the day.
I guess I do save the day a lot.
Now let's get that treasure. Just remember, Robot Ray, don't go in the water and don't get wet. Doctor's order.
No water. Doctor's orders. Got it, Doc.
I can find the treasure. Larry? Where's Princess Pirate Lammy? I don't know. I don't see her. Robot Ray, don't you have super far robot vision?
Yes, but it needs to be turned on.
I'll do it. Oh, oops. Wrong button.
Princess Pirate Lammy is on a train.
On a train?
Indeed I did. And I won't let her go until she tells me where the treasure is.
Never. Larry's gonna laugh at her. Save her.
Never fear. Robot Ray will save the day.
Robot Ray, don't go through the sprinkler. Doctor's orders. No!
Up says Princess Pirate Lammy.
No, Robot Ray!
Princess Pirate Lammy.
That doesn't look good.
Doc, you told him not to get wet. I know, but he didn't listen. Here we go again. This is like a wet and wild waterfall.
Oh, I'm here again. What happened?
Robot Ray, you got wet Moses again.
Do you remember what the doc told you?
Doctor's orders. Don't get wet. I remember, but I had to save the day.
Ray, when a doctor tells you to do something, it's important to do it.
Yeah, doc can only help keep you healthy.
If you listen to what she says. That's right.
Understood. Always follow doctor's orders. Will do. Never fear.
Great, now that that's taken care of, Princess Pirate Lammy, lead us to the treasure.
What?
Oh yes, I found the treasure. The king always gets what he wants. Well, except that. I couldn't do some on. Besides, I win. I found the treasure. Oh, Trent! Quick, to the ship! Fix my wheels.
to bed, girl.
one more test. Kido,